I saw Iron Lung yesterday. Obviously, we've known about Iron Lung for quite a while. If you don't know, if you're not familiar, it is a video game which I will be playing imminently on the stream. But before then, obviously, there's a movie. It's the game was made by David Szymanski. It's whatever, whatever, whatever. I remember everyone was a little surprised when Markiplier, the famous Markiplier of YouTube, doing YouTube originals, doing Unis Honest, doing other various projects, was like, "Hey, I'm making a movie." And that's right, it's going to be in the theaters. Which, first of all, he didn't know it was going to be in the theaters yet. He just was making a promise that he was intending to keep, but didn't know if he could keep yet. And it was by the luck of God himself and Zeus and Thor and everybody else just making it happen. But obviously, when it was announced and we're getting trailers, it's been a very, 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 very long time since all that's happened. It's finally out. It's finally released, and it's in a lot of theaters, which is great. And I went to see it. I didn't know what to expect. I obviously am familiar with Iron Lung, but there's a lot of questions of, okay, this is a movie made by a YouTuber. Is it going to be any good? If Mark's the one acting it, is he going to live up to a feature film style of acting? How are the effects going to be? Is the story going to be okay? Is the pacing going to be okay? What about the sound design? How much of this is going to feel like a YouTube original or a Netflix movie that can be quite poorly done often? Or is it going to be good? Or at least, feeling like a film. So the first thing I can say, it feels like a film. It does. It feels. I don't know. Sorry, this candle is. It's cold, okay? This is my only source of warmth in this apartment. It's not true. It feels like a movie, like a real legitimate movie. If you didn't know anything about Markiplier, if you didn't know anything about the source material, and you don't have to, you can just get down and watch it and be like, oh, okay, it's a horror movie. It feels like a horror movie. It's shot like a movie. It doesn't look too cheap or too fake or anything like that. All the effects are pretty good for the most part. I mean, there may be some points where I'm like, that's whatever. But that's the same with any movie. Overall, it looked really good. Genuinely, the shots, the composition, the attempt. It's cinema, but it felt like a movie. Which we'll get that out of the way. It's not some stupid dinky thing. It felt like a proper movie made with a budget, made by a small budget. Um, there's been a lot of reviews talking about, oh, I really liked it, and other people are like, I thought it was boring as shit, slow. Um, where some people really don't like it. I will make a point in mentioning that with the original Iron Lung game that we will be playing imminently, a lot of people feel the same way about the game. So in that end, I suppose it succeeded as an adaptation, since a lot of people like Iron Lung, and a lot of people play the game Iron Lung and think, wow, this horror game sucks ass, it's boring, you do nothing for all of it. Which is not true. But it builds, and it's in the suspense and all the way it handles that kind of a thing. My impression of the movie, I was stressed the whole time. And that's a good thing. It's a horror movie. You want to feel that kind of emotion. I was like, fucking hell, man. It was genuinely, maybe not that bad, but it's intense. And I was engaged the whole time. I'm saying this as someone who likes slow movies. And I know, I was reading a headline just like literally yesterday about, oh yeah, we're getting a lot of reports from teachers in universities that all of their film students don't like watching movies. They're having a hard time focusing and paying attention. If we want to have a movie day in class, mandatory to watch an old movie, old as in like the 70s, not even like the 20s or the 30s, but like the 70s, and they're like, the students can't handle it and they can't do it. It's like, okay, they're film students. Why are you getting a degree in film if you can't even sit down and watch a movie? A famous one. Anyways, listen, the youth is cracked. Everyone's cracked. The elders are cracked. Nobody has an attention span. Everything's gone spiraling. Just flush. And then his head pops out and it's skibbity toilet. And they're going, skibbity. Bop bop. It is slow, obviously. It is a bottle episode of a movie. If you don't know what that is, it's the kind of a thing where you have like a character or a small set of characters stuck in one location the entire time. If you're unfamiliar with the concept of Iron Lung, why are you watching this? I don't know, maybe you wanted to learn. Well, basic, basic. There was a man. He's a convict. We don't know why. He is sent down in a submarine, welded shut, with no doors, no way out, no windows. Although in the movie there's technically one window, but he has to have it covered, otherwise he dies immediately, so it's not really a window. For all intents and purposes, no window. He gets dropped into an ocean of blood, and he has to explore. God, there's a stupid meme. Let me pull this shit up. No, that's the fucking Microplier again. But yeah, that's the concept. You're a guy on a boat on the bottom of the ocean, and there we go. Here's the image I was talking about. Here's this beautiful, stupid image. God, why does every? What can't? There's got to be a better way of doing this on OBS. It's every time. How to frighten the new generation. Put them in a submarine under an ocean of blood. Put them in a submarine where the door has been welded shut. There were no windows. There was no way to see anything. There was a camera on the front of the submarine. There was something trying to rip the sub apart. I don't know why this meme exists, because it's just the fucking... It's Statler and Waldorf from the fucking Muppets. But it's really... I don't know why. It amuses me. I'm just going to put that there. Just going to put that, like, there. But that is the premise. And so, unsurprisingly, basically the entirety of the movie takes place on one single interior set of inside the submarine, with one character being Mark. You get voices from other characters and a small, very small part of the movie where you get to see other characters throughout the porthole. But aside from that, it's Markiplier, and it's a submarine the entire time for like a 2-hour long movie. Which for many people was like, what do you mean it's 2 hours long? You fucking serious? That's not a short movie. It's long. So with that in mind, I think a lot of people are going to find it boring because a lot of people don't like single set, single character movies. They find them slow. They find them boring. A lot of people hate bottle episodes. Inherently speaking. And of course, the main gimmick of the game is you have to navigate. You get to know what's around you using various signals. You can tell if something's in front or left or right, but you can't see. You have a camera that you have to move and press a button to see what's in front of you. And the controls are just you having numbers. And you have to kind of use a map and guide and try to figure out where you are. Which is scary and difficult because you have no way of knowing where you truly are, and you have a very small fragment of information. Movie's the same. Mark is stuck in the sub. He's got a map. They're trying to get samples of something. What it means, what they're trying to get, what discovery they're trying to get doesn't really matter. They kind of leak a little bit of information periodically, much like the blood leaking into the submarine. They leak a little bit of information periodically about the world and the people, and what's been going on with everything, right? It's just it's not that important. Again, it's a single character, right? So you're getting a little bit of his backstory and a little bit of what's going on, but they don't focus on the lore of the movie. They leave it intentionally, I think, with a lot of questions. Because like the game, we know there's this bigger scope that people could talk about, but it's constrained to this one moment. So they don't get bogged down by trying to explain the lore of the world and the lore of the characters and the lore of the big, like Lovecraftian thing. But I'm glad folks I talked to really adored it. Oh, I liked it. I know other people won't. I'm saying this is not a warning as much as I know other people won't like it as much. It depends. Some people get engaged. Some people can't. I'm not trying to say that to hedge my bets, and other people also feel like maybe it has pacing issues, and maybe it does. I was engaged the whole time. If I watched it again, maybe I'd have a slightly more critical eye, but I get immersed in movies pretty well. And with that, I got immersed. Because truthfully, it's an incredibly stressful situation. Even if you don't have, let's say, claustrophobia, you're trapped in a small space you can't escape from. There is no door. There is no way of getting out. You're welded in. There's no way to leave. If you're scared of the ocean, you're trapped at the bottom of the ocean with water potentially pouring in, or blood in this case, and you can't get out of there. Both of those combined are, you know, conceptually just disturbing. Even if you don't have those fears, those situations are still enough for any person to, I think, get a lot of fear from. And you're kind of seeing the mental unraveling of the person stuck in the situation, that being Mark, over 2 hours. There was, of course, plot, and there was, of course, things that happen. It's not like he's not like he's just there going about his tasks and slowly going insane, although that's a huge part of it. He still has things to do at certain points, but it's yeah, it becomes very surreal. You don't know what you're seeing is real or not. Explaining things very well. The kind of movie I wouldn't take my coworkers to see. I love movies like this. Again, um, I it manages to stay. For me, it manages to stay engaging even when there's things like, oh, I've got to turn the dial to go to this direction, then he has to dash over here right on the map to know where he's going, and the music's intense. Because again, there's also a limit of he's welded in. He doesn't have infinite oxygen. You have to keep that in mind, that he has limited oxygen, and that number is always going down. The entire movie, he's got 1 bar left. He's got 1 bar of oxygen left. How long? He doesn't have much time. So no matter what, from the start till the end, he never gets replenished. He's going off of whatever he's got, and that's it. So even if you're not like implicitly stressed about any specific situation, at the moment, whatever he's doing maybe isn't stressful, there is still the stress of if he doesn't get everything done in the time, he's gone. And of course, there's a little hints and pieces of potential other things. I'm going to get into spoilers at a certain point, and maybe I'll put something on the stream so people know, but that way people can skip 10 minutes if they don't want to watch or hear. But yeah, no, it can be incredibly stressful to see what happens, to see his de-evolution, to see what his goal is, and what are the goals of the people who sent him down there are. How things screw up, and whether or not he'll ever get a chance to leave. It becomes quite surreal, actually, and quite mental, weirdly enough. When it comes to like a horror movie, it's not like a slasher, it's not like an action horror or anything like that. I'll say like the last third of the movie goes fucking insane, like batshit, very weird. But then there's a lot of stuff where he goes into someone's mind, and there's giant, Cthulhuian Lovecraftian ideas, and it goes very strange, and you don't know what's real or what's not real, and that's a persistent question at a certain point. It's great. It's really, 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 really great. Let me get a little text for spoilers. Do I have a spoiler tag? I might actually have one that I made, but if I don't, I'm just gonna do text. Boom, boom, boom. Iron Lung. That's the Cosmic Horror I need. Again, much like Cosmic Horror, it does leave you with questions, and you can decide. But let me go into spoilers right now. So if you don't want spoilers, I'll take down the spoiler chat once I'm done talking about spoilers. So, the main thing, Markiplier goes down, he's a criminal, he's a convict, they want him down to get samples for this creature. And he doesn't know what they're after, and he didn't really know the specifics. Apparently, he made a deal. He is a convict, which they just call him, hey, convict. We later learn that they didn't know his name. They call him, hey, convict. You gotta do this. And it's very quick that he realizes, I don't want to do this. But he's already in the sub. He's already trapped. He's like, it's not worth it. Send me back to prison. It's not worth it. I'll take anything else. But he's already in there. And they're not going to let him out. They keep hammering home that whatever they're going for, whatever they're searching for, it's too important. Again, there's this overarching event that we don't know about that, like, all of the suns and the stars have blinked out of the sky. And we don't know why. They're stuck on a moon with an ocean of blood. And clearly they have limited lives and limited resources, and they have to conserve, and we don't know why. And something in this ocean they think is going to lead to some discovery to help. Change everything. What that actually is, I don't think really matters, because that's not the point of the movie. But that's kind of the incentive for the people sending him down. And Mark doesn't give a shit, because he's stuck in a fucking sub going in the blood ocean. The first part, he kind of just does the normal task. He gets a map with spots, he goes over there, he gets photos. One of the photos, and I didn't mention, but the only way to see outside of the sub when you're down there is with a camera. You press a button, camera flashes, and you see like a residual photograph for a couple of seconds, then the light fades and it's all dark again. That's a repeated thing the entire movie, because that's at a certain point that becomes Mark's only light source is the camera. It's always on, but it's not on consistently. So he has to hit the button, the camera flashes, and then he can see again. Hit the button, the camera flashes, then he can see again. Hit the button, camera flashes, then he can see again. And he's trying to find ways of getting it to stay down, getting it to continually press, just so he can see more. Because in order to travel around and see what's going on, you have to get out of the chair, walk over to the button, press it, and then wait, and then go back to your seat, and then keep piloting your sub. And when you're limited oxygen and down in the bottom of the ocean, that sucks. So the little, the glow, the green glow of the button that he keeps pressing is a kind of a imagery that's used throughout the movie. You see it reflected in his eyes, you see it in the darkness, one of his only, only little bits there, because it's his only way of seeing. And they even talk about the idea of like a god seeing through a pinhole of what we are. Or the opposite, if we look at like a cosmic entity, we're looking at it through a small glimpse of what it actually is. Just like a small camera, giving a small fraction of the world underneath the ocean, then you can't see the rest. See, guys, there's some imagery there. There's some symbolism about vision and sight and scope and whatever. Who cares? But he gets a photo of a skeleton. What we think is a skeleton. That's debatable. But he gets a skeleton. Eventually, the radio turns back on. It's been cutting in and out. He's getting attacked by this something. Clearly, something is fucking up the ship, And he's being flung around, getting beat the fuck out. And it's like, oh shit. It's stressful. Oh, artist. Welcome. I'm talking about Iron Lung. I'm spoiling the entire movie. So if you do want to watch it, then leave. But if you don't, or if you just want to hear it anyways, who cares? Then listen. But yeah, so he gets fucked up. Giant monsters attacking the sub that he can't see. And that allows like the people up top to be like, oh fuck, what's going on? They bring him back up. They hear he's got a skeleton photo. They bring him back up on the wire that he's attached to, and that's basically the only time he goes back up in the entire movie. Every other time he's stuck, he's down. So they realize that, holy shit, this is a skeleton? These images are real? And they immediately like, okay, no, you can't just go. You have to get a sample. Even though he thought it was like, you go down, you go back up, and you're good, we'll let you out. Obviously, that's not true. So he's already pissed off at them. Because he thinks they're lying, obviously. He thinks they're just fucking lying. Actually, I didn't mention this. At this point, he knows they're lying. He was told that he was the first person down there, which is blatantly a lie. But after the whatever fucks up the sub and he gets like fucking flung around, he's in the corner. I don't remember. I think it might have been here. God, I've only seen it once. Jesus. He's seeing things. He's already seeing things, and he thinks there's someone behind him in the sub. He goes over there. Nobody's there. It leads him to, though, see a little panel. He opens the panel on the wall, and he gets a little note. A little pendant. The note says, cross the wires. And this is a panel leading to wiring for the computer. He crosses the wires. Computer turns on. He's hearing a voice from someone else who's already done this. Someone saying, you're not going to get out of here. Lose hope. They've left me to die down here. Or whatever. Which obviously is like, okay, you weren't alone. This pendant belonged to the person who was down before you. You're going to die. Dude, you're not going to escape. There's no way. Or at the very least that they're lying to you. Regardless, he gets zooped back up. Pissed at them because they won't let him out. Even though he's just been fucking attacked and they're not listening. And he knows that they're lying to him. And so they're cleaning off a sub. They're welding something new on the front of it so that he can like collect a sample by ramming whatever's down there. In a fit of anger or whatever, he's just like hitting random buttons. All of it's off, of course, or it should be. He slams the camera button. Again, because he's in this tiny sub. He's got a tiny porthole that's only open when he's at topside. So he slams the button of the camera and gets a photograph of what's up there. Of course, what he sees are skeletons, and everyone freaks out, and they'll get pissed at him. He didn't know, and they didn't tell him. The camera he's using is an X-ray camera. Because you're taking photos in an ocean of blood, you kind of need something better than a regular camera to get an image of what's going on. He didn't know that, and they didn't tell him that. And also, apparently, the camera shouldn't have been working. It was wired incorrectly. Of course, they still get pissed at him because he just blasted them with a ton of X-ray radiation, and now people outside are having, like, face melting shit. One guy's in the hospital. They're upset at him. Bad start, even though it was an accident. And they still don't like him because he's a convict, and they think that he had something to do with some station being destroyed. They don't go into what happened or why, just that in some capacity it was destroyed. Our main character was in the group that involved that. Apparently he says he didn't want it to happen, and we get the impression that maybe he tried to stop it from happening, despite being in the group that is relevant to it. But no matter what, they're kind of blaming that on him, and that's why he's a convict, and that's why they're sending him down. It's not fair. It's kind of a theme in the movie, is that whatever's happening isn't fair. And it isn't. But things aren't fair. If it was fair, he wouldn't have gone down, and if it was fair, he would have been able to leave the sub. But regardless, even though he's very upset, he doesn't want to go down again, and he basically blasted a dude with radiation, and now he's in fucking deep shit. They send him back down in the sub. And this is all in, like, the first 30 minutes, maybe? I'm trying to think about how, like, it was pretty quick. They send him back down with orders to basically ram the sample. I think... oh yeah, they're also a dick, and they just drop him immediately, and he fucking slams the ceiling and, like, gets blood in his mouth because he's fucking stupid. So he has to go exploring. He doesn't see the skeleton anymore. It seems to be gone. But he has to keep going around looking for it. The radio cuts back in, and they're like, hey. He's like, hey, I found it. Which is great. It moved. The skeleton moved, and he thinks it's intentional. They think it's not. Of course, I think an implicit little thought that they give you is when he took a photo, it showed the skeletons of the humans because it's an X-ray camera. If we're seeing a skeleton on the bottom of the ocean, is it a skeleton? Or is it actually a creature that we're just getting an X-ray image of? Who knows? That's ambiguous. Because there are creatures who the X-ray doesn't go through them. But, the skeleton's moving. Maybe it's not a skeleton. Of course, he sees it. He gets orders to ram it at full speed. He rams it at full speed. He seems to get a piece. They try to bring him back up. Something's happening. He gets attacked again while they're bringing him up. Some shit is going wrong. So they cut the wire he's attached to. And all goes black. Which is like, Jesus Christ. He blacks out. He wakes up. He's got 1 bar of oxygen. He's in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, he has a map, and you have, like, numbers of, like, I'm at 600, 200. I'm at 300, 450. And you can navigate by going from number to number, by changing your direction and going forward, like in the game. But now he's off the map. So he can't use the map as a guide. He doesn't know where the fuck he is. His ship seems to be fucking damaged, potentially. I think it's then where he starts getting, like, annoying warnings, like, well, initially, it's that all the power's off. And he has to go investigate. He finds a crawl space. He has to turn the power back on. Then he's getting warnings about hull breach. Hull breach. He gets pissed because the hull breach sound won't shut the fuck up, so he breaks the speaker. Then he gets a fire. All sorts of shit happens in the sub. He's stuck down in the middle of nowhere. But he manages to get it working again. He goes insane, also. He starts having, like trippy, surreal moments where he doesn't know what's real, what's not real. He's seeing things. People are talking to him. There's a lot of that. And it culminates in like him hearing a voice telling him to go to a specific place, specific coordinates. Okay, first the coordinates. He's trying to map out himself where he is by drawing out a new map, by just taking photos, very carefully going from point to point and drawing out the map. He can't seem to find a way out, and then he's hallucinating and he hears a voice. It says, go to this number, 100, 200, or whatever, and he goes there. After talking to this person who may or may not be real, and finds the wreck of an old submarine like his, SM-8. So obviously, confirmation, he's not the first person down there. And he found this old sub. He notices the computer tries to do something, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't work. This person talking to him, he's getting really hallucinatory. He's hearing things, he's seeing things. He thinks they're real. He has like a, he sees like the light of God and sees a giant, like it's just trippy stuff. I can't explain it. It's the kind of thing you have to like see, obviously. Of course, it culminates, it hard cuts to him like vomiting on the ship and everything's fine. So then it's up to you to be like, was that real? Was that all in his head? Was there a combination of both? The hallucinatory voice led him to the submarine, but also it was, there. He manages to like find his way somewhat closer and out. I don't remember. There's things I don't remember. Closer and out. It gets to a point where he finally gets the speaker working again. And of course, he's convinced that he's just hearing things, so he doesn't believe it's real. There's this giant dialogue where the voice that he was hallucinating knew his name. This is where he finds out that the people who sent him down there didn't even know his name, which is Simon. They just knew him as the convict. And of course, he's on a dialogue with them and they're saying, we're sorry. And she's sorry. The person sent him down there seems to be an actually good person, despite all of their dislike of each other. She's genuinely apologetic that she can't bring him up. As he said, we had a deal. I do this. You set me free. She says, I'm sorry, the plan has changed. It's not worth the risk. We can't bring you up again. He says it's not fair, and she says, I know. Which is a horribly upsetting and tragic thing. That he kept his bargain. Managed to get back where no one thought he was going to be alive, and they're refusing to bring him back up. He offhandedly mentions, talking about the SM-8, because he's like, I know I'm not the first person she sent down, and they freak out. This is all leading to the end movie, basically. The end game, what is the end goal here, aside from survival? Apparently the SM-8 is a ship that went down ages ago, had a lot of information they wanted, and no one's been able to find it. He found it, he mentions the thing about the computer, and they're like, oh my god, you can get us this data. So, of course, he makes another deal. It's like, if I get this data, you gotta bring me out, for real this time. That's the last third of the movie, I guess. He's navigating there. He's having a lot more, surreality. Is what's happening real or not? He's got low oxygen. He's been pressing the button for the camera constantly, which I guess I didn't mention. They don't say it explicitly, but it's obvious. They talk about the X-ray thing caused radiation poisoning for everybody outside the ship. He asks, is it shielded? And they're like, probably. He read a little thing in the manual, just a slight note that mentions that radiation exposure, every time it quadruples every exposure. It's kind of implicit that every time he's hitting the camera button, it's probably affecting him at some point. You don't get to see it till the end. That he's clearly, yes, horribly irradiated, and that's when the body horror starts, but that happens later. He's horribly trippy. He's starting to see things. I think at this point is where the body horror starts to happen, where he has like horrible blisters and boils. His bandage is stuck to his skin. And his body and his face is becoming deformed due to the radiation. He managed to get there. He gets into the computer. He does the commands that is asked of him. And gets the data. Of course, at this point, he starts hearing the voice on the radio, because the promise was that the lady who was giving him orders, she was going to come down herself and get him up. She seems panicked. I think he's upset that the deal isn't going to be carried out a second time. But she's down there, and she's seemingly basically stuck too. We get that impression. She doesn't say it as much because our character's too busy fucking horribly upset, but that's the impression. Um, all she's saying is just get the data, secure it. It's important. It could change everything. Um, begging him, basically, when he's just saying, it's not fair. We had a deal. It's not fair. Of course, he hears on the speaker that something happened. She's clearly dead. Whatever sub she's in gets fucking destroyed. Now it's just Simon alone on the bottom of the ocean with a submarine that's leaking. It is filling with blood. And we get shots of like tendrils. And we're hearing that hallucinogenic voice again, which maybe isn't hallucinogenic. Maybe it's actually just the creature who seems to be talking to us, seems to know more. Maybe this is the Cthulhuian thing. Of course, in order to get the data, he has to go into the crawl space where he was at before, which is now completely full of blood. So he's basically in a pool of blood, desperately trying to get this thing, trying to get it secured, ties it to like what do you call it, a life thing that you wear that you can use to not sink. Floaties, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't remember. I'm too stupid. And this is kind of like the quote-unquote battle with the big monster at the end, where he's hearing the voice completely like yelling at him. It's completely muffled. You can't hear anything or what he's saying. Life vest, thank you. This submarine is slowly filling with blood. These tendrils, there's one point where he puts his hand down. The tendrils start taking his hand. And he's just pulling and pulling. They separate himself because now he's stuck and he can't reach the front of the ship. He does. He pulls it off. Of course, pulling it off. Pulls off his entire arm. Now he's got one arm. His whole face is fucked up due to radiation poisoning and there's big bulging blisters. And at this point, he's not gonna live. He already knows that. He's not getting a fair deal, but the least he can do is keep the data that they need safe. Puts it in a life vest. He starts seeing like tendrils in the ship. He starts cutting at them. And I don't know if it's something he does intentionally or if it's just the thing he's fighting inside the sub versus like the big monster that's eating his ship explodes once the big monster like crunches down. But the big monster seems to like get fucked up. And of course, Simon dies. Unsurprisingly, he did not make it out of the submarine welded shut in the sea of blood. He was never going to make it out. There was no movie where he was going to survive and have a happy ending, I don't think. That's not how the game goes. That's not how the movie is going to go. Which, it's a depressing ending. But the only little point of light, for good or for bad, because again, we don't know what the data is. There's some idea that maybe it could actually make things worse. Is it the Cthulhuian knowledge? Would it help people, hurt people? It does float to the top of the blood ocean on the life vest with the water-activated light. And someone's coming towards it, implying that it's getting picked up. And that's where the movie ends. It gets very trippy, gets very body horror at the end. It's very surreal. It's super interesting. And again, there is a lot of footage of him like piloting the ship, marking stuff down. There's a lot of small moments. It takes its time in every scene, so it is slow. People might not like it, and a lot of people don't like the pacing. I thought it was fine. As someone who likes slow movies. Yeah, spoilers done, obviously. But I genuinely enjoyed it. I knew what kind of movie it was going to be coming into it, and I'm not surprised that it is exactly what it was. And you would think they would like go deeper into the characters in the story. They kind of don't necessarily. I mean, a little bit more than you would, then obviously we have a character with a name and a little bit more into his background and maybe some of the things that define him as a character. But in general, it's like, no. It still kind of adheres to the game in some aspects, but making it a bit more, more intelligible. I say that knowing the movie is not intelligible. Jesus Christ, knowing that it's not intelligible. Because it's not. It's a lot of confusing parts. A lot of things for people to chew on. Which isn't a bad thing. I quite liked it. I don't know if there's anything else to say. The soundtrack's great. The editing was pretty good. Visuals are great. The effects, I will mention, are great. I genuinely like the effects, and I thought, like, these are solid, real effects that you could see in a movie. Better than some horror movies. Modern horror movies that I've seen, to be honest. A lot of it was done practically. Not all of it, but a lot of it was, and it's pretty good. Yes, it is a bummer, but it's not a happy movie. It's a horror movie. Not that every horror movie's happy, but it's not a happy horror movie. It's not what it's trying to be. Good news, aren't just effects you could see in a movie. They were in fact effects you saw in a movie. What I mean is, like, I've seen really shitty effects in movies, like in a Netflix movie or Netflix original or even shows. But it's not. It's more than something shit. It feels like a movie, and it has genuinely good effects that rival and beat some movies I've seen in the modern era. So it's not like it was done on a cheap budget, which it was. It wasn't shit because of it. I know that was like 45 minutes of me talking about Iron Lung. Let's actually play the game. I can talk a little bit more about it and enjoy the source material, which, to be honest, is genuinely a very good adaptation. I'll leave everything as default. Let me get some water very quick, and we'll continue onwards. But yeah, it's a man who's betrayed constantly, with a very unfair situation, just suffering, and then coming to terms with what has happened and what he can do, knowing that no matter what's happening, he's gonna die. It's a good movie. I liked it. Not again, I'm not saying it like it's not the perfect movie or anything like that. It's flawed in some way. There's some flaws, like any movie has flaws, but overall, I think it's worthwhile and worth seeing. And I think it's already made back its budget. It's got like 9 million so far first day. It's doing great. So, from that perspective, it's already doing well, which is, I'm sure, a fucking relief. But yeah, of course. It's funny thinking about the movie and its effects and the sub and all it's all in real life. And I look at this. Not that, I mean, this is what it looks like. Doesn't mean it's bad, but it's just like, in comparison to the movie, it's like, huh. Decades ago, every known star and habitable planet vanished, leaving only those who were on space stations or starships. This event became known as the Quiet Rapture. With supplies dwindling and infrastructure crumbling, survivors are searching for any trace of natural resources in a universe of barren moons, lit by the ghost light of vanished stars. One such moon holds a strange anomaly, an ocean of blood. You are a convict tasked with exploring this anomaly in a makeshift submarine nicknamed the Iron Lung. It was not designed for this depth, so you will be welded inside, and the forward window will be closed. There was no time for training. If successful, you earn your freedom. So, premise-wise, exactly the same. That's it.
Beginning your descent.
Thanks.
Cruising depth in roughly 40 seconds. Stand by. I'm seeing some voltage irregularities in the instruments, so keep an eye out for sparks or flames or anything like that.
Sparks or flames? What do you mean?
Approaching maximum depth.
Why would there be sparks or flames?
But it's still holding strong. Closing porthole shielding.
Thanks. Yeah, there's the window in the front. Pretty fucking accurate to what was going on.
We're starting to lose radio signal. You'll be at cruise depth soon, so refreshing and be careful. You're on your own.
Thanks. The speaker cutting out. Oh my god, that's sensitive. There's the camera. See? God, it's such a... I love I love that. I love so much how... No, don't quit. For settings, but I guess it's too late for that. One of my friends streams and linked the post arguing what cosmic horror is, and how what makes it is that you don't know everything. Yeah, there's a lot of mystery there. They don't explain what happened with the moon in the stars disappearing, or why we're on the space stations. They don't need to. There's things for you to chew at and guess at, and how does it relate to the story that the game is telling you. This is not an expedition, it is an execution. When they put you in here, they don't want you to return. And even if you do, and even if they keep their promises, what freedom awaits for you? A few dying ships and a sea of dead stars. If there is still hope, it lies beyond the veil. Hope in this void is as illusionary as the starlight. I will choose to breathe my last here at the bottom of an ocean, unseen, unheard, and uncontrolled. They will get their execution. I will get my freedom. I do love these PS2 style games. So that note, it wasn't a note, it was a voice recording on the computer, but that entire note, word for word, was read out in the movie. And you have these. You've got the depth. Obviously, the submarine looks, you know, a little bit bigger, a little bit more in depth than what we've got here, but structure-wise, it's the same. You have this tunnel here, you have those meters, you go back, camera's there, computer's here, in a little like T or L shape. So pretty accurate. And blood stripping. But yeah, I love this system. I will say when I first saw this game, I was like, is the camera on the right side? But no, it should be up front. Which makes it confusing that you have to look at this and then go over here. I think. But it's with the filter and the effects and just the idea that there is a fully modeled world. There is a fully modeled ocean that you are genuinely going through. They built an ocean with stuff in it. Because if you go to a specific location and take a photo, something's there. If you change your position, take a photo, the position has changed. These are all things that are real, you just can't see them. The only way you can engage with it is by taking snapshots, one piece by one piece. I believe in the first version of this game, this wasn't here. My lung is grumbling. One Piece is real? Apparently so. I think there's a way of getting into this keyboard and reading things, but I don't know how. Fuck you. 5. Read. Descent. David. Why'd you look at Markiplier? I didn't mention Markiplier's acting in this, by the way. I thought it was great, actually. And you see a guy and you see him as this entity on the internet, but you actually watch him, and he did a fairly good job. I wouldn't say it's the best actor in the world, or anything of that nature. He was not. He did good. He was believable. He was adept. I stopped seeing him as Markiplier and just saw him as the guy, the character, Simon, which is what you can ask for in a movie, especially when it's someone so recognizable that if you can still get immersed in the movie and see them as their character, not them as the person, then it obviously done a good job. Although again, you see him as this entity, but then you actually look at him closely and you see him in a movie, it's like, oh yeah, wait, you don't know this guy intimately, so seeing his face in different angles, it's like, oh yeah, he looks different. 2 weeks ago, we conducted an exploration of the moon AT-5 for the first time since the Quiet Rapture, leading to the discovery of a fourth blood ocean. A trench beneath the ocean surface has been several points of interest. Your task is to photograph these points of interest with the SM-13's forward camera. Photos must be taken within 2 units of the specified position and 10 degrees of the specified angle. You can also use the camera to help you with navigation. Only photos taken at the specified points of interest will be saved. Since you can't navigate by sight, pay attention to your coordinates and consult the map. The proximity indicators next to the sub controls will trigger if you are getting close to an obstacle. That's the game. Which some people think is boring as shit since it's just you navigating. So, we're here. We're at 182 and 116. So that's here? So X and Y. So 182. So it's like, and was it 116? And so I'm like here. So I can go straight up until like, I don't know, Y200? And yes, that's how you move. You cannot see if I want to take a look. You've got to do that. I honestly think it's brilliant. It is such a like an interesting way. I just think the way of this traveling, because the game you are genuinely traveling and moving in a world you can't see, which is incredibly like stressful, horribly stressful. I'm gonna go to right to 200. If I do this, will I see anything up ahead, or is it not? Oh. Oh, no. I do think there's probably, like, hidden things. So if I'm, like, here, I gotta go, like, straight right. Like, there could be something right here. Let's go to X250, which means I gotta turn. Again, very suboptimal. Get it? Because we're in a submarine. Let's try to go straight 90. Where did I want to go? I wanted to go like 250. That's right. How mysterious. I mean, it's the kind of thing where if you just imagine yourself in a situation like this, I don't know why you would. See, that implies something. I guess it's something to the right of us. That's the proximity indicator. I'm gonna go this way. Move away from it. Although I don't see anything. Let's try. Okay, we're moving away from it. Never mind, we're not moving away from it. Go this way. There we go. For me, it's oddly engaging. Because I mean, it's a large part of like you really feel like you're exploring something weird, mysterious, and cool. At least in my mind. Okay, 250 and 217. So we're here. I kind of want to go straight up, because I not that there's anything in there, but I'm curious what's in that like. What was that? God, it's great. It's great. It's fantastic, isn't it? Let's go straight up. It's neat. It would be fun to do this if they had like a real, not in real life. I don't want to actually do this. Let me clarify. But if they had like an actual like set that you could go into and mimic doing this, I feel like just mechanically that would be a fun thing to do. I know that sounds fucking insane, and you should like, but like, don't you think it would be fun? If they made like an escape room style sub and you could control it? And like see what the fuck's going on? I don't know, maybe that's just me. And you and your friends have to navigate the blood ocean. Listen, they said Gen Z gets scared of this shit? No. Gen Z would love to do this. So I'm like, here? Is there anything over here? Go straight. I'm gonna get fucking stuck in a corner. What is that? I gotta turn left? Fuck was that? It's like tendrils. Okay, that's just another tree, I guess. Again, it's the kind of thing where it's like it would be fun to boundary break out of Iron Lung and just see the whole map and what you're actually going through. But at the same time, I also feel like that's going to ruin the game for me, because a part of the game's mystery is you don't know what the map looks like. You're getting a single small snapshot every once in a while, and that's all you got. I want to get back to... Thank goodness you're here. Thank goodness they give me numbers. So, X 250, Y 200. Roughly. Mostly Y 200, and the other one should follow. And yes, there's just the ever so slightly drifting of blood, the sound of the sub, and strange sounds outside. What are they? Nobody knows. I was really pleased with the movie, though. That's why I'm so curious. I'm curious. Like, you have certain touchstones of, like, mutual interest. You were inspired, now you're eating a burger. I don't want to order food right now because it's like flurries, and that's going to make someone go out. It's going to be expensive, and I will be obliged to give a nicer tip. And but you saying that sucks because I'm fucking starving. But that's fine. 322. X 322. Y 186. Do like that. Let's go steeper. Let's go a lot steeper. $322, $126. I wish I had a burger right now. And there's no food or water in this fucking sub, so what am I supposed to do? Drink the blood? The human blood? Why is there an ocean of human blood? I don't know. Okay, clearly that's bad. What am I even hitting? Wait. What the where am I? I'm at 309. Oh, 150. Oh, I see, 186. Okay, I'm stupid. What was it? It was 309? 322. Okay, we're getting there. And then we're gonna go... $322, $186. Okay, I think that's close enough. Angle. What's the angle? A033. Well, I mean, if they already know what angles I'm supposed to take these at, how the fuck they know anything's here? I guess they did scans. They did a scan, and that's why they have these maps. It was 33, which is why they're sending me out in the first place. But no, I do like stuff like this. And if you did like events like this in real life, and people could pay money to be like, let's do the Iron Lung experience, and you got to actually have like a game, but you're actually moving the tangible, tactile stuff. Huh. Rocks and shit. Wow, big shit. Who cares? Sorry, I'm not making fun of the rocks. But that's good. Okay, so we have to go at like a... I don't know, northeastern... Northeast? 378, 263. Like this? I guess this is actually not too bad. 378, 263. I mean, it's funny how much, like, the lack of vision really fucks with you. Okay, what the fuck is on our side? How mysterious. I will say, with such a low poly aesthetic, it manages to be incredibly effective. You kind of, at least for me, I think you kind of forget that, like, oh yeah, this is like not high fidelity. I mean, you get used to the sub and all that with the scum textures, but then you have these, the effect on the camera really helps sell the illusion of like a real world. It looks so different from everything else that really makes it like effective to me. 378, 263. $370. Okay, I need to go more to the right. Way more. Okay, a little bit to the left. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're gonna do it. Okay, 378 is just to the right. It looks like crap. You don't complain PS2 games. I mean, wouldn't this more be like PS1 games? Wouldn't this be more PS1 style games? Have I ever played a PS2 game on stream ever? Like ever? No. Sorry guys, Kingdom Hearts will have to wait. One day maybe. 378. One day, and I'll see what everyone's talking about. I'll get it. I'll understand. Well, this is. Well, I'm talking about PS2. I know that I played remastered PS1 games, but like PS2 games, specifically PS2, which this is not. Oh, Katamari. Okay, so you actually were talking about PS2. Fair enough. I guess that counts. Sheesh, Unk, Nerd, for real, no cap, 6'7", 6'7", 6'7". You know what? My favorite part of the Iron Lung movie was when Markiplier got up on the stage and said, "Hi, I am Markiplier, and I am in this Iron Lung." Then he did the 6'7" motion, and blood started pouring in and killed him. That's the big climax of the Iron Lung movie. It's really Ooh. Like teeth. It's very impactful. Again, what I'm doing now, all of this stuff is obviously, they show a lot of this, but they cut a lot of this. Some people feel like they should have cut more. Because he does his point-to-point early on before he gets sent up again, and then it happens later on. But like navigating this shit, like going through this little tunnel here, it's like, okay, I gotta get to 259, 406. I do own a PS2, by the way, I just don't play anything on it. Okay, where the fuck am I? 377. I'm roughly there. I need to go this direction. So dramatic. Again, there's a lot of things that I haven't used on stream. I don't know. I mean, what game? Okay, I was gonna say what good games come out on PS2. I know like a lot. Some of which I probably own. Some of which I probably do not own. Anyone want me to watch me play Little Big Planet 2? I'm just gonna... The fuck was that? I know, it's a joke. It's a joke. I know it's a joke, because I know how popular PS2 is. It's just not something I had as a kid, because that's, I guess, is it before my time, or is it just... I had a PS3. I played, like, the Fat Princess demo, and some God of War games. And Call of Duty with my dad. God, where are we? We're right there. I want to play this really bad now, but want the game itself to be more of a surprise when I actually do. Enjoy. Don't worry. I hope you enjoy it when you play it, because I think it's so cool. It's genuinely really neat. I stream a lot of times. Feel free at any time. Shin Megami Tensei. Never played that game. I never will. That's not true. I might not. I mean, I can't say that. I know it's this big, long series. I know people like some of the early Shin Megami Tensei games. I mean, the origin of the series interests me. What the fuck was that? The origin of the series interests me. It's a book. It's Devil Survivor and all this. What was that? What happened? I heard a voice. What? I can't say shit. The COI expects everyone in the collective to maintain a standard of polite and acceptable behavior. Please consider your language and altitude before interacting. Fuck. Fuck you. Ass. Cock. Oh, it doesn't know cock? Does it know cum? It does know cum. So it doesn't know about cock, but it knows about cum. Tits. It doesn't know about tits, but it knows about ass. Holy shit, dude. Boobies. But it knows boobs? So it knows boobs and ass, but that doesn't count. Eat shit and die. Give me every record you have on blood. Mother fucker. Gushin Shin Megami Tensei 5. Yeah, I know. I hear it's good. I hear it's great. So yeah, I have no idea what the fuck that voice was. We're fine. I do wonder what this game would be like if it was photorealistic. It's not. I'm thinking like, what if they did? How would it feel to chew 5 gum? I'm gonna angle this a little bit more this way. You know what? I feel that this would be okay. This is an odd idea, but like an asynchronous style VR game, or even just an asynchronous game where you have a group of people in a sub trying to get it somewhere, and you have someone else looking at them on a map, having to tell them where to go and where to turn, and having to have them coordinate. And you know, the way they get around is communication, proper communication. It's like the Bomb Defusal game, but instead of it's a video game, and some people are in a sub, some people are not. Or even like a fucking, I don't know, now imagine a multiplayer game. One of them's the monster, the other one's the sub, and they have to survive. I don't know. There's a lot of things. I feel like I love the idea of not being able to just move freely without checking a map and exploring and figuring out where the fuck you are. Blind movement. I really like that idea. I feel like that could be implemented in a lot of interesting ways. In a variety of games. X was, what was it, 259? So I do need to go left, but I'm probably like... I was probably like there. Commander Worf. Ramming speed. No, Commander Worf. We don't need to go to fucking ramming speed every time. Commander Worf just wants to ram things. I get it. It's 259? Yeah. Let's go back a little. Let's scoot up a little bit. I love how, like, precise this sub is, though. You know, it's like, you can really get precision measurement on where the fuck you are. 406. Kind of incredible, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know why I'm so hungry. I ate earlier. Not that long ago, to be honest. But my stomach's like, hey, man, because you ate earlier and you ate like a decent amount, more than usual, I'm bigger now. And we want you to fill me. And I'm like, hey, man, that's not cool. What? Wait, oh, I'm moving X, not Y. So what is the X? X is... God damn it, I'm being stupid. Oh, I forgot what I was doing. 259. 406. But yeah, my knowledge of Shin Megami Tensei I always found was very interesting. Just due to the, like it started as a book series. For adults, it's very serious in tone. Super serious. And how some of the games take on that in very specific, interesting ways, and it's very dark and odd. From what I hear about a lot of the early ones. I don't know if the series has continued with that or not, or how it's evolved over time. But from its inception, it just fascinates me. 406. A296. Unfortunately, someone who doesn't have too much claustrophobia... I mean, I have a normal amount, but I like... If I know I'll be okay, then I'm not really that concerned. There are times when I've freaked out before. When you want to get out of everything, you just can't. Which are rare circumstances in life. But I can keep my calm relatively well. It depends. Greatly depends. Oh, that's... Dude, it's like the fucking worms from Beetlejuice. Nice fucking model. You're someone who is obliged to fill when asked. I don't know what the fuck that means. If I go closer... Look at a different image. Well, I mean, yes, but not that different. What if I just like ram these tubes? And again, I'm assuming this, like, from a game perspective, I'm assuming the sub isn't actually literally moving and colliding with all these objects under the ocean. I'm sure it's just like there is a sub that is stationary, and that when you move, when you press those buttons, a camera in a different part of the map is inside this ocean, and you're moving the camera. And there's a bounding box that triggers depending on if you get too close to thing from the center, and it, you know, whatever. I'm assuming that's how I would probably have done it, I guess. I don't know if I was thinking about it from a game programming perspective, design perspective. But it sells the illusion well enough, like any game. So you could go here. Again, there's all these little, like, corners that you don't really need to go to, but you could. You could go there. Why would you? But, you know, you never know. Okay, that's way too right. You never want to go too right. By the way, I didn't mention why I had a taper candle. I just had some today because I bought like candle holders. I needed them because I'm gonna for a stream. It's like, okay, I got 12. Let me light one. Warm my fingers like Bob Cratchit. Okay, where am I heading? Before I need a heading. 350 and 300, 350 and 300, 350 and 300. That is where I'm gonna go. You know, I don't even want like a good burger. Welcome to a good burger. I want a good. I don't want one of those. I kind of just want like a shitty burger. I don't care if it's a fucking McDonald's Big Mac. Yeah, that sounds fucking delicious right now. If it's good, and if it's not, I'm gonna be sad and depressed and unhappy. But won't you always be that way if you have a McDonald's Big Mac? That would be me in the sub. I'd be like, oh fuck. If I get my freedom, I get to eat Big Macs again. Oh no, the sun's out. I can't see anything anymore. Everything's gone. Was it 3? Actually, where am I? I'm fucking 304, 323. 304. Upright. I go this way. I get ahead to 375, 325. Oh, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Where am I? Imagine just the girl from The Ring starts crawling out of my fucking submarine. There's nothing you can do here. If you watch The Ring tape and go in the Iron Lung, you're fucking screwed. 313, 328. So 313. Why am I down here? Wait, 313. Okay, I've got to go like down. Down, down, digga, digga, it down. Okay. Okay, come on. What's the dealio? Digging. But I'm digging, I'm digging, I'm digging. Digging, 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 digging. Down, down, God, where the fuck? Okay, 332. My brain's. I have to like do the hand motions that Markiplier does in the movie. We're trying to figure out what direction he's facing. It's 3. Was it 303? 332. So 332 is like here. 303 is here. So I'm like here. If I go straight right, get to like 375. I know where I am. And 375 might be too far, to be honest. Let's go up. I was tempted for McDonald's, but the last two times I ordered there, they've ignored my no onions message. You should write no onions. If you give it to me, I will die. Even if it's not true. Which, I mean, I just get default. I might add stuff, but I'll never remove stuff for the most part. So I don't have that problem, because if they don't add the thing I wanted to add, well, fuck it. I still got the baseline. We just want to try to remove the onions, but it had on. So they fucked it up. At least they tried. She thinks you're trapped down here with her, but after kissing each set of knuckles, I tell you she's actually trapped down in here with me. Sorry, I thought that was gonna go a different way when you started kissing each set of what? I don't know, man. I mean, people never go violent with the ring lady in any kind of cartoon they make. They always go sexual, down bad sexual style with the ring girl, which is fucked up. You shouldn't do that. Or you do like in Go to Japan, and they've made like she's on like a baseball, like stadium throwing the first pitch. Um, Listen, if you could only see the things I've seen with my eyes. Sorry, there's a quote from Blade Runner where they find the guy who made their eyes, the replicants. It's a great quote. If only you could see the things I've seen with your eyes, because the guy made their eyes. It's such a great little moment, and resonating with the whole. I'm not going to talk about Blade Runner and the themes of the movie, but it's like God, that's such a effective little quote there, but. She's a scrawny drunk girl. What's she gonna do to me? Whipping with her wet hair. I don't know what she just stares at you. She goes, "Blah, blah, 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 blah," and you go, "Ah!" Okay, I just drooled all over my fucking jacket. That was gross. It's fine. Don't worry about that. Sorry, I died temporarily. Um, that basically, that's what happens. She goes boogie woogie wooga, and then you go and you die. Oh, that looks like. Do you see that? See, the graininess is so perfect because you start seeing shapes. I don't know why I thought there was like a clown right there, or like a jester, like right there. It kind of looks like a rough. Here, like if you hold on that, I just want to outline what the fuck I was talking about. It's active. Okay, God damn it. Well, I could play this with a fucking. There we go. So if you see like this, I don't know why, but that looked like a clown to me. Because you saw like a rough, got like a head, and you've got like a hair, then like an indistinct body of some kind. Like that's what I see when I see this thing. Like I see like a little I do like a rough here. Oh, that's not where it is. It's like a head here. Sorry, I can't actually see what I'm drawing. Just like I don't know. You see things. That's the beauty of it. Is it's your own mind making up shit, and it's like, am I seeing that? Is that real? Is it real? 311. Oh God, everyone's favorite band. Amber is the color of my energy. Ba-da-da-ba-da till you down. Oh. So I think I could just go fucking like full like, slam this. What? Oh, yo, what the fuck? Okay, what's going on? What's in front of me? Oh, there's a little bit of a lip, I see. Don't be giving me no lip now. We're fine. I'm moving away from whatever you're pointing at. What the fuck? Fuck. What? Jesus Christ. Sorry, that scared the shit out of me. Can I stop that? Can I address that? That genuinely was like, what? That genuinely was like, stop that. Stop. It freaked me the fuck out, dude. Jesus Christ. Don't do that. Can I pat you? Can I like, is there like a pressure gauge or something? Is there a guide? And they didn't explain anything. They just sent me down here. I didn't ask for this. My O2's leaking. Okay, I'm 411. I'm not 411, but I could. 326. Oh, okay, I get it. I should be like, wait, why, what? Where the fuck am I? Like, there shouldn't be anything here. $417. That's here. And 330. So 417. It's like here. 330. How did I get the fuck up there? Jesus Christ. What was behind me then? I should just go straight to the right and I should be fucking free. Yeah, there we go. We're in this big, old, massive area. Yo, you see that drip of blood? You ever have a nosebleed, but the blood goes into the back of your throat, and it's really fucking comfortable, and you taste all of it? Common occurrence for me. I say that, but it hasn't happened in a while. That wasn't a pleasant sound. I don't know what was that sound. It wasn't pleasant to... Ooh, there's one there. 613. And 197. So this should be easier, because we've got a fucking big open area. Like 190 something and 613, something like that. Let's do this. Let's hit it, baby! Where was it? It was 613. 197. Yeah, that sounds not pleasant. Again, I don't have like a big fear of the ocean, which people were like, well, how are you not scared of Subnautica? It's like, I don't fucking know, dude. It doesn't scare me. Fuck off. It doesn't. I mean, it just doesn't. I can't explain it. Not that it can't be scary in a real situation, but I don't have like an irrational fear of it. Not that it's irrational. It's fairly reasonable, but the idea of like being underwater is, I find it cool. Sure, it's scary, but it's neat to me. It always has been, underwater habitation. I know some people have a dramatic fear of the ocean and a dramatic fear of drowning, so games like Subnautica are much more scary to them. Maybe that was why Markiplier chose this as his title, because he has a strong fear, if I recall, of the ocean, which can make certain things difficult. Okay, what? Where are we? Nothing. Wherever we were, we're not there anymore. Clearly. I need to go more to the right than down, so let's go this way. What? What the fuck? Yo, what? What the fuck was that? Something moving? $613, 197. I don't know what the fuck that was, but that's concerning. Okay, we're almost there. Telling Fantasia you're weak. You're not weak, you just want to play games that you enjoy. Being a gamer, although, does make you weak. That's fair, though. What does that make me? Listen, takes a week to know we're weak. It's fine. 613. What? Huh? Hello? McFly? What the fuck is that? $613. Otherwise known as 613. A055. Could have guessed that, to be honest, but you gotta have very specific angles to see things, don't you? Because you have such a small pane of viewing. First time running a PSP emulator. I ran it before just to start a game that I never ended up streaming, that I still want to stream, called Work Time Fun, which is just a weird game, which I guess... Oh. That's a something. It's a skeleton. Clearly. Of what? What would live in a blood ocean? Ah! Hey, little guy. Got a lovely smile. They do. Let's get a little closer. Ah! Hello, everybody. It's me, that skeleton. Very nice. Okay, sorry, I have to use the restroom very quick. I'm delaying the inevitable. Stare at these lovely, lovely chompers. I'm back. I'm actually gonna relight this candle to give me whatever residual warmth. I did a little exercise earlier today. Ow, fuck. I did some exercise earlier today, and now I can't grasp things properly. Which I don't know if anyone's ever done that before. If you've ever worked out certain parts of your body, and all of a sudden it's like you're doing this, you're just weak. You can't do it properly. It's like it's not good. It'll get better, and I'll get stronger because of it, but it's like, oh man. Okay. So we know something is down here, or something was down here. Don't know why. There's also only 1 bar of oxygen left. Okay, so I missed this earlier one. Let me go get it right now. I'm gonna go get this one right now. Because it's quick, it's easy, and I don't want to exactly, like, I don't want to miss it by accident. Because I know, again, I know this game a little bit. So I'm not gonna tell you anything. What is it? What is the 27, 270? It's like what is that? What is that direction? 560. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go back here. Obviously, the movie has more drama, more dramatic music, but in the end, it's not that different from this, to be honest. With a little bit of extra intrigue. 560. Now we're at, go up, 277. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it lovely? Was it 270? 560. 270. We got this. I promise. You shouldn't promise anything. You're doomed to fail. You know, piloting vehicles, kind of fun when you got no repercussions. I could slam into shit and I'm good. Okay, 270. Where am I? A43. do this. What the fuck? Okay, is that alive? What is that? It's moving. Wait, that moved. That definitely moved, right? That was not as close, or am I crazy? Maybe it's static. What the fuck? 560. Oh, 277. Oh shit. Sorry, that's my bad. Okay. What? Huh? Eh? Eh. I don't understand. Something's a little weird. Things don't seem to make a lot of sense anymore. Huh. I wonder why. God, imagine doing a horror movie, but you got this squeaky little voice. Hello. Are you? Are you static? Are you alive? You don't seem to be dead. You seem to be something else. Give me a better angle on this guy. Wait, are you gone? Wait, what the fuck? Oh, I went too far. It's my bad. Wait a fucking second. What happened? You're still there, right? You're not still there. You're gone. You've left. You're gone. You're gone. Oh shit, you're gone. You're gone. You've left. You're gone. That's concerning, to say the least. They're gone. Why are they gone? Why is the creature gone? We're fine. Alright, fuck it. Full steam ahead. Ramming speed. No wharf. No ramming speed. How many times do we have to go through this? Every day with you. But sir, if we don't ram them. 250 to 300. I kind of want to stay in that 250 to 300 range. So like here. Wow, I got it perfectly at 90 degrees. That was amazing. 750? Yeah, okay. We're good. Yeah, we're good. A task of this is probably pretty fucking easy. What? 650. Oh, what? Really? We're at the fucking rock? Okay, I'll go down. Jesus Christ, I didn't realize. I thought I was past the rock. There we go. Now let's go to the right. Beautiful. Isn't it wonderful? Don't you believe it so? Can't you uncertain? Low. Remember, everybody, you gotta whistle in the dark. If shit is gone wrong, all you can do is whistle, make a little song. Sing. Everything will be alright. That's not true. It's just laughing in the face of death, but it's fine. Why not? I mean, that's gonna happen. You might as well laugh. Do a little chuckle, a ha-ha, hee-hee, a hoo-hoo, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time. And I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats. And they're coming to take me away, haha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time. The music sure soonged while it snowed outside. It was snowing outside. Genuinely. Just for little flurries of snow. But maybe not anymore. And I don't think it's stuck, so it's gone. It's all gone. It's all gone south. Okay, I think... Oh, fuck. 764. 266. I think we gotta just go, like, just gotta fucking hit it. What? Oh, fuck. Sorry. We're straddling, like, Satan's anus right now. Just rimming. And I don't want to rim Satan's anus without, like, protection. We don't really have that right now. We're good. We made it through. Rimming the Satan's anus. Rimming Satan's anus. I'm rimming Satan's anus. That's what I'm doing. Rim, rim, rim. Satan's anus. Rim, rim, rim. Satan's anus. Rim, rim, rim. Satan's anus. It's where I want to be. Let's see, what is it? 850. $850 and 300. I don't think we should be over here. I don't think we ever should have come in here, to be honest. I never should have gone down this sub. Again, if they wanted, yeah, if they wanted me dead, why didn't they just kill me? Why go through all this stuff? What good is any of this gonna do? Guess we don't know, huh? 864, 258. We got this. A little bit of an elaborate execution method, isn't it? 864, 258. The fuck? Yo, what is that? What does that sound? 864. 258. Okay, we're in a fucking corner right now. I don't like this. Nine. Okay. I danced in Satan's anus. What? What? Is that a building? Wait, what, huh? What is that? We can't look up. We're very stuck on the ground. What the fuck is that? Is that... It's a building. Why is it here? Is it a building? We're on a moon. In a fucking blood ocean. How did this get here? What is it? Well, that's weird. What does it all mean? Does anybody know? Does anybody know? I guess that's why I'm here, right? Alright, so I've got to get out of this stupid freak cave. It's gonna suck. Let's get to... That's, to, like, 75. Or 280, maybe. Yeah, 280. Then I want to go hard left to about 800. Hard left. What is he? I'm going to be using ship terms like port and starboard versus larboard, which are real terms. Everybody knows them. What are you, not a ship person? You don't fucking know the term starboard? Port? Port is a left and starboard is right. If I have recollection correctly. By the way. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Okay. 282, we're right. We're like right there. We want to go down to the left. Just Just fucking gang on it. Do it. If I hit the angle right, I might be fine. I might be fucking I'm fine! Oh, fuck, do that to me. Sorry, I fingered the devil's anus again, and I made it through with nary a scratch or a burn. I can pat myself on the back for that, right? Like, devil's anus fingered. Whoa, what the fuck? What are those? Like, they look like mushrooms or something. I fingered devil's anus. It was pretty hairy. What? The fuck was that? I got up out of anus. It was so scary. 577 is here. 355 is. Wait, what? Wait. What? Wait, did it? Wait, what? 577 is here. And then 355? How the fuck did... Wait, that's not possible. Did something... Something must have bumped me, because that's not possible. Doesn't make any sense. I want to go to the right. Where am I? Just... Did something bump me and I didn't notice? Because if so... I mean, they helped me. They fucking helped me. Jesus, you did a great service, my man. But, like... I want to go in this little fucking cubbyhole that I've seen. That's right here. Why not? What harm is it gonna do? Huh? Like between 600 and 650. 375 maybe. Go up a bit more, there we go. Okay, we're in. It's not on the map, but okay, I don't think there's anything. Well, you know what? I'm gonna turn a little bit. I'm just gonna see what's in front of us. Nothing. Halls of ghosts. I was your ghost, Murph. Well, what does that mean? This is the wrong movie. Talking about the movie Iron Lung, in which Markiplier gets what disease? Sorry, what disease is it that you need to wear an iron lung? Is it polio? Was it an old-fashioned polio thing to keep your lungs pumping? Because I actually don't remember. I want to get to 575. And then go straight up. There we go. Easy. Which, by the way, is just a crazy idea that your entire life you're spent in this mechanical tube. You can't leave. You can't do anything. You can just live. There's one guy who just lived in that forever. I was like, did we not have another way of getting him out of there? Would he just die? Is he just stuck forever? I guess it keeps you alive, but at that point, it's like, I don't know, man. That's hell. A little bit. I shouldn't say that, because obviously people were happy enough to live that way. Just happy to get to continue to exist. Okay, what am I careening into right now? That blood dripping is fucking persistent. Okay, so we've got 623, 520. Which I think we can do fine. Just go this way. We should just straight shot and we'll be good. up a little bit more. What? Sorry? Where the fuck are we? Sorry. $5.99. My favorite price. $4.43. That's why. Okay, we need to go way higher. That should be good. No. 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 Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. We're good. We're good. We're all good. You know what I could... You know what I want to eat tonight, actually, is Sonic. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm like a Sonic freak. I like Sonic. It's cheap. It's not always cheap. It's usually cheap. And you get, like, shitty chili cheese dogs that will make me shit myself. That's what I want. Not to shit myself, but, you know. The principle behind it. Shitty American food. If it's well priced, then why not? Why shouldn't I have it? Why shouldn't I keep it for myself? 623 5. Oh fuck! I'm like right here. Actually, what the fuck? Did not realize that. That's a disturbing sound. There's something out there. I don't know what it is. What the fuck? Bones. It's bones. Bones. Like my favorite medical show. Medical cop show? Drama show? What is it? Yeah. Guys, it's the great skeleton from Breath of the Wild. It's the windfish. Why don't you go forward a little bit? It's weird. Can I? Is there better images? What the fuck is the deal with this fucking thing? It's snewed. It doesn't. No, there aren't actually. Weirdly enough. Where am I? I'm 626, 525. So I'm basically at the thing. I guess I need to go straight to the left. If you please. I didn't miss any, did I? There's one way the fuck out there, which I don't know how we're gonna get to. Well, actually, I'm not gonna. No, just keep it silent. I don't want to spoil the surprise. The surprise is we're playing a game. Okay. Can we do it? Again, I love the fact that the camera's at the back. You have to physically move to take a look at the camera. All of these small decisions, I think, make the game. If you always could see, if you had the camera in front, if you had any of these things, if you didn't have to actually move your body, it would make it different. Obviously, but, you know. Fucking 400. Sorry, I'm moving my mouse while I'm heating my hand by this candle that you can't see. Okay. Wait, what? Why is it getting closer? What? What the fuck is that? What is this? Wow, what the fuck? Oh, I'm sorry, it's just is it a wall? Where are we? I thought it was teeth for a second. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, just go for it. Get the fuck out of here. We're fine. We're fine. Yeah, we're perfectly fine. I see why. I understand. Once we get to 400, I think we're good to, like, relax a little bit. I know, I know. Beep at me. Beep at me all you fucking want. I will say in the movie they don't explain anything about how the navigation. Oh. Got 2 bars left. That doesn't explain how any of the controls work. I mean, I think it's kind of implicit when you see a map with numbers and you see like the numbers and turning and all the rest, but they don't explicitly explain it. They don't need to. I think it works on its own, but they don't have to like spell it out for you. $375. I forgot to get a 375. I'm running out of air. I gotta get a 375. Let's go north. Indignation! Translation works. What the fuck? Sorry, that's a fucking reference to a thing. Oh, that's the game. That's right. That's Fantasia. Yeah, of course it is, because I was like, that's a Tales reference that I don't really know about, but... Where am I actually going from here? I'm going north to, like... 600? Oh, this shit's fucking Uncharted, dude. Go a little to the left. Just a little bit. Maybe a little bit more to the left. Like, even more. Okay, we're in a corridor. We are in a corridor. Thanks to my intro, it's a little bit of... Yes, a small marginal amount. Whatever I've seen on that stream and whatever I've seen from that intro, vicariously, is the only knowledge I have of that goddamn series. And that'll all I'll ever have! I mean, that's maybe not true, I don't know. I'll probably play some of the bigger ones or the ones I care about. Okay, left or right? Well, actually, I can go straight. If I just go up by a number. Whoa. What the fuck? Fire? How the fuck did this even happen? See, the worst part is the fire's kind of nice. I know, I'd hate to say that, but the fire was bright. The fire's warm. It had light. I can't see shit in this goddamn place. Where are we? 372. 655. This way. These fans felt Celestial Thunder. It fit better than Thunder of the Gods. I mean, either one work, in my opinion. I don't know the context. But it sounds, both of them kind of have the same meaning. Both sound grand. I guess one has 2 extra, like, words of it. But, like, I don't know. I'm not a localizer. I don't know what the intent is. Or how it's supposed to sound. Or if it's too fucking wordy. I don't know. What do I look like? Man who knows things. Don't be silly. I know nothing. Oh, is this one? This was 740. Okay, we're actually pretty far. Saving progress. Why? That's concerning. Was it 741? So it's 325, 741. Okay. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I've seen sea beams glitter in the dark at Tannhauser Gate. All these moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain. Time to die. Let's see, 18. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god. What the fuck is that? Another skeleton? Oh, skeleton. There's nothing alive down here. Everything's dead. What could there be? Why would there be anything alive down here? That's just ridiculous. It's an ocean of blood. Clearly the blood's from the creatures. They died. They stunk up the ocean. Full of blood. Blood everywhere. You know what I say? Blood in, blood out, as my mama always said. There's blood. There's too much gosh darn blood in this environment. You don't want it there. Just get rid of it. Get rid of the blood. It's fine. All we can do is make ourselves blood free. It's what I always... Oh my god. That's what my mama always told me. And I listen to her because I trust my mother. She is a smart lady and she knows what she's talking about. No more blood. That's what I say. I say no more blood. Get it out of you. We're all full of it. Don't you think that's a problem? We shouldn't be full of anything but food and water. What we put in is what we take out. So how come we've got blood everywhere? I've got this fast-acting technique to get rid of all the blood in your body. I think you should give it a try. It's really important to me that you give it a shot. Otherwise, what are we supposed to do? Live with it? Live with that blood in our body? Don't be ridiculous. If I say it goes, I say it goes. Now get it out of there. Got my little buddies here. Can suck it out of you. You like getting sucked, right? Get that blood sucked right out of you. Promise you won't even feel a thing. Well, you might feel you might feel a little bit of a prick, but don't worry. That just means it's working. You know what I know. And what I can tell you is, it's good. It's a good trick, and as my mama always said, less blood, the better. Because we're talking about an ocean of blood right now, and that's too much blood. I don't know if I don't know anything, but I do know if I had an ocean of blood, I would say that's a little too much to contend with. Maybe if we just got rid of all that blood, things might start working out better for us, you know? That's my theory anyways. I call it a working theory. Because I'm hardly working on it. Anyways, we got a bucket down there. So if you're really looking forward to getting rid of all that blood, I think you best get started. Okay. Going this way. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Ignore everything I've said. Oh my god. What the... Where are we? What wall am I crashing into? What, huh? 160, 259 is like here. What? What the... Wait, I'm here? I'm like here? Here. 260 is like here. 646. Have I really not even entered this fucking thing? Okay, I need to go up. Like, straight up. Maybe even away a little bit. Okay, that's disappeared. Go left. Fucking hard left. Fuck it. Hard left. Maybe not too hard, but like... There we go. I'm navigating this scum tunnel. Guys, it's the Turbo Tunnel from Battletoads. Everyone's favorite game. Everybody loves the Turbo Tunnel in Battletoad. If you don't, are you even a real gamer? What? I don't know what's... I'm sorry. I don't know what this... I'm doing a stupid nerd voice. I don't know why. I don't know what purpose. Scrawny man voice. I gotta go like down. I don't know who is this character I'm playing. Is this the guy in the sub? Is this what he sounds like? So I never realized it. I'm heading towards 180, 576. What? Jesus Christ, that fucking scared the shit out of me. hearing like bubbling. What is that? Right, what the fuck was that? Oh, something's shaking. Yo, yo. What, huh? Something doesn't seem right. This is wrong. What the fuck is that? Hello? What if I drive into it? Photograph the anomaly. Jesus Christ, it's bright. It actually hurt my eyes to look at for some reason. Not even as a joke, it did. Okay, that's... Yeah, we're not doing that. We're getting the fuck out of here. Getting the fuck out of here. I don't know, what information am I gathering? We're getting shitty photographs of a thing in the ocean that we have no information on. What is this? Who is this helping? What is this? What is the end goal here? What are we doing here? Anyone want to clue me in when I'd like knock on my little sub? Huh? The fuck was that? 270. Are we still where we are? We're still where we are, right? No, wait. Yeah. Wait, no, the fuck we aren't. Are we? Wait. Why? Oh no, yes we are. Yes we are. Okay, I was panicking. I'm fine. We're panicking, but I'm fine. Did we already? Wait. Did we already get? No, wait. 276. I'm gonna go through here. I think. Don't panic. Never panic. What does it lead to? It leads to nothing. Please don't panic. I promise you everything will work out. I promise you. Please don't panic. Everything's fine. Anomaly's gone. No creature in the sky. If it wasn't scary, we wouldn't be alive. Because with all our fears, it keeps us in mind. If it wasn't scary, what would we do? Because it's scary, I know what to do. Okay, so we're at 400. And 649. 400, 649, that's here. It's here. Holy shit. Okay, I gotta go up north. Like, way more. Let's go up to, like, fucking 700. 700. We'll aim for 700. It's like, I'm not even close to where I want to be. Or 30, huh? Okay, we're making it. We're doing it. Alright, we're close enough to where I'm gonna get down and dirty with it. Worked up with the sauce. The sauce being blood. Oh my god. No. Oh! Jesus Christ. I was like... Sorry, I genuinely wasn't expecting a fucking eye. We okay? Where the fuck are we? 461. 697. Are we okay? It's gone. Sounds haven't stopped. Jesus Christ, that fucking... Fuck, I was gonna shit myself, dude. What the fuck? Let's get to 600. There's something out there. But what is it? What is it? Not even I know. What? Fuck. Do I even care to find out? Is anyone out here? Can I do anything? They leave me here. Bottom of a fucking ocean, the light's blinking. Why is the light blinking? Please don't go out. Oh my god, blood's filling the fucking... Blood's filling the sub. Blood's filling the sub. I think we have a security breach. We've got a hull breach. I don't know why I'm thinking that. It's not like the sub's filling with fucking blood or anything, but, you know, I've got this inclination that maybe, shit's fucked. And that maybe I might not live very long. Some kind of supposition here that my submarine is filling with blood. And it's rapidly rising. Okay, 775. I wonder if it's warm. I picture blood being warm, but if it's a blood ocean, surely it would be cold, right? It wouldn't be warm. As it fills my fucking knees. It doesn't fill my knees, it's go to the right. To about 675. Okay, we're good. God, it's still rising. Shit, it's still rising. $675. Where am I? Fucking hell. I mean, you're dead. At this point, why even continue? You know you're dead. You know, like, is the hope that as soon as you get the last photo, they'll get you? I guess that's the hope. If they even know. Can you? Can you possibly get out of here? 28. Maybe so. I guess there's never no hope. Come on, you got this. We're getting there. We're getting there. 828. $295. Last photo. Last photo, right? Then I'm free. Is it the thing that we're facing? It is, isn't it? Oh, fuck! Shit. I knew it was coming, but I didn't remember where. I couldn't remember where it was. Fuck off. Iron Lung. Game by David Szymanski. Made by a single man. Who now is getting royalties for $9 million at least. The expedition ultimately raised more questions than answers. Satellite images showed pieces of the SM-13 scattered all over the bottom of the trench, as though it had been torn apart by some huge beast. The wreckage cannot be reached at this time. No photographs have been recovered. The stars shine pale as bones. The moon is a lifeless corpse. Its ocean a gaping wound. The universe What's left of it is dying. But somewhere in the void, there must be hope. And I actually love that how it ends. I know it's stupid that it's like you go through all of this and at the very end, racing the finish, you get like a fucking, it's basically a jump scare. One big like to like release the tension of like all of the effort you put into to fucking get to it. If I press continue, what happens? Does it just go to the last autosave, I guess? I genuinely like the game a lot. I think it's very well done. Let me try a new game because I'm curious if I have anything to I'm curious if I have any chance of like I want to use the terminal. I know there's like extra lore, not that it matters, but fuck, I can't squeeze. Grip strength dead right now. Dude, what's the any key? But yeah, that's Iron Lung. For a short experience, I do think it is incredibly effective. Which is probably why it stuck out with people. And again, I know that a lot of people don't like this game purely because they think it's boring. And fair enough. I mean, what did I do this entire stream? I was looking at a map and pressing buttons and getting little vagaries of images. And that was it. That's probably not appealing to everyone. Certainly not, right? But I think it's fun. I think it's engaging. Again, it's a slow build where you're getting images that have nothing of interest, and then you start seeing bones, and then you start seeing things that are there, and then they're not there, and you start seeing more and more mysteries pile up, and you think to yourself, what's going on? You know? Wait, if I do like update? Descent. Query. Fuck, I don't know. Ling. Lung. Long. Lounge. Lunge. Game. Beat. Sook. Shit. Anomaly. Activate. Launch nuclear missiles. Eat yes. Smoke grass. Live fast. Smoke that dope shit, my brother. Made a movie of this game. Did you know that? I think it's pretty darn cool, to be honest. It's quite interesting to see what might or might not happen depending on things and such as that. Do you think we will get any more movies, or is that kind of the end of life as we know it, the pinnacle of existence? I guess everything else must be one big letdown, huh? That wasn't a response. Oh, fuck you. Alright, fuck you. I don't know. There's clearly like something you should type in there, but I don't know what it would be. No idea. To unlock the secret lore of Iron Lung. You know, it never occurred to me that I could change the FOV to make it fucking max. But yeah, it was Iron Lung. I considered like doing a bigger stream with like there's other games. There's a Iron Lung. It's not a knockoff. It's kind of a knockoff, but called Voyager 19. There's also all of David Szymanski's other games, which I've never played. I know all of them. Never streamed them anyways. I'm a big fan of his. He's got Squirrel Stapler. He's got The Pony Factory. got the Music Machine. He's got Dusk, Chop Goblins, Butcher Creek. A lot of fun horror games. That's the kind of stuff maybe I could save for Halloween, but great, great, great games he's got. Obviously, Dusk is his big, big retro FPS, but he's got great shit. Um, yeah, it was fun. Very much enjoyed the movie. Glad to play the game. We'll see. I mean, the movie seems to be doing well, which is nice. And I hope it continues to do well. To be honest, because I think it deserves it. It's already made 9 million on its opening day. But yeah, I'm not gonna bother stripping anything else today. I was like, I'm done. I'm quite hungry for some reason. It was fun because if it's not fun, why bother? Take care, everybody. I'll stream tomorrow, maybe, maybe not. Well, depends. I do have stuff to do tomorrow, but we'll see. Um, but enjoy yourself and have a good night. Bye. Bye bye.